Hi everybody. This is uh this is a story time on again another story when I was younger. Being outside, being bad, adventures. I don't know if you call it bad or just a part of growing up. You're young, you're outside, you walking around, you doing stuff. So me and my little crew, we was just bad. We used to always be fighting, always fighting. We used to love fighting, right? And so this particular day, we went on a long stroll. We was like, yeah, we're going to go down the hill. Now, down the hill is like way down from where we used to live. We called it down the hill. So we went walking down there. We probably was like 12, 11, 13, stuff like that. So we walking around. So we was on a bus. So we was picking with these girls, picking with them, right? And if there's any young kids looking at this, don't do that. It's horrible. We was horrible. Do not follow this. Okay, back to the story. So, and we was just picking with the girls, on the bus being wild. So one particular girl, she was talking back like, I ain't gonna let y'all just bully me. She talking back to us. So she was getting ready to get off the bus. We noticed she got up to get off of her stop. So we followed her because she the one who was talking. And yeah, we jumped on her. So we jumping on her and everything. But we young kids. Ain't nothing dangerous or serious. So we jumping on her. It was like four of us, something like that. But she was big. So she was like trying to handle us. She was big and tall. So we all jumping on her and everything. We pulling her hair and stuff like that, little silly stuff. So boom. So it was some adults coming up the block and they like, hey, leave her alone. And back then, we respected our, elders. So we ran, flew. I had on these, so this day I had on a green sweater, her black pants, and some green patent leather and suede shoes. And I'm talking Crayola green. Yo, you couldn't tell me I was not cute, right? So, boom, we took off running. So, we ran blocks. We was going because we was scared. We was young. We knew we was in a whole different area. We knew we was doing shit. Doing things we wasn't supposed to do. So we was just running for our life, right? So the police, what happened? The police, yeah, the police caught up with us. They was basically like getting our side of the story. So the girl came walking up. I think she was with her parent or sister, something like that. So they asked her, yeah, which one was it? Who did what? The whole routine. Now, this is not a real long story, but I just wanted to share too. It's a lot more. I done went through crazy stuff growing up. So boom, right? So the girl was like, it was that one, and it was that one with the gorilla nose. Talking about me. I was like, don't get punched in front of the cops. I was mad talking about my nose. She was like, it was she with the gorilla nose. Everybody, so we all was just giggling and laughing because that was funny the way she had just did it. Then I had a nerve to have on a Crayola green sweater and shoes. Oh boy, I really stood out. So yeah, that was funny. So they were just telling us we ain't getting no real troubles. They were just telling us like, don't come back down there. They better not catch us down there and this and that and that and the third. So we was just glad that it didn't. And our hearts was still pounding. And then the fact that the police got involved, we was so scared because we was young. We were little kids just being bad. And so that, man, and I'm going to tell you, they laughed at me for a long time about that too. They laughed at me for a long time about that. But, like I said, it's not a real long story. It's a story. I just wanted to share. I got a lot more stories coming about my childhood and this and that and the third, and I got some more wild, funny, crazy ones. I hope this fun. I hope this was funny to y'all and interesting to hear. Um, Again, for the young crowd, no, that was not nice. Do not do that. You can get yourself hurt. We was silly, and I thank God that because people don't play with their kids. You get hurt. But I just wanted to share that little story with everybody. Bye bye. Have a blessed day.